There's something nobody told you. Hard work doesn't guarantee success. Being tired every day doesn't mean you're progressing. And if you think effort is the same as impact, you might be stuck in the same poor mentality that's keeping millions broke, frustrated, and confused. Today, we're exposing the painful truth. Working hard is not enough. If you're not producing results, building value, or growing daily, you're just burning energy in circles. If you've ever wondered why you're still stuck despite all your hustle, this message will shock you, wake you up, and help you break free. Part 2. You think working hard means you're doing well, when effort is mistaken for progress. You're not tired because you're progressing. You're tired because you're moving in circles. The deception of effort. There's a silent epidemic destroying people's potential. They equate struggle with success. They think, I'm working from morning till night. I must be doing well. I'm always tired. I must be growing. I sweat. I hustle, so success is coming. No. Hard work is not the same as smart work. Being busy is not the same as being productive. Being tired doesn't mean you're doing the right things. And this lie, that effort automatically equals progress, is one of the greatest signs of a poor mentality. Why mentally poor people worship hard work? Let's be clear, hard work is necessary, but people with a poor mentality idolize effort without checking outcome. They were raised to believe, as long as I'm trying, that's enough. It's the effort that counts. Work hard and leave the rest to God. But here's the hard truth. The world rewards value, not effort. You can work like a donkey and still be broke. You can sweat all day and have nothing to show. You can spend 10 years trying and still be stuck. If your energy isn't producing results, then what you're doing is activity, not advancement. Why this mindset is dangerous? 1. It keeps you in the poverty loop. You work endlessly, but you don't grow. You survive, but never thrive. 2. You defend bad systems. You say things like, at least I'm doing something. It's better than nothing. One day, it'll pay off. But if you don't change the method, it never will. 3. You fear rest. You feel guilty when you're not tired. You've confused suffering for success. 4. You ignore innovation. You believe using more strength is better than using more strategy. Mentally rich people optimize. Mentally poor people overwork. Hard work is not enough. Let's destroy the myth. Working hard is not special. Animals do it, machines do it, slaves did it. Hard work by itself is just motion. What matters is, what are you building? What are you becoming? What are you earning? What are you learning? If your hard work doesn't multiply your income, skills, or freedom, it's a trap. The difference between hard work and high-value work. Hard work, poor mindset. High-value work, rich mindset. Labors without measuring output, tracks impact and adjusts methods. Stays busy just to feel useful, stays focused to be effective. Accepts low pay, long hours, designs systems that earn more with less. Fears change, sticks to routine, embraces innovation and learning. Waits for promotion, creates opportunities and income streams. A common scenario, working hard, getting nowhere. Meet John. He wakes up at 5 a.m. every day. He works till 9 p.m. He barely sleeps. He's always tired. But here's the problem. He hasn't learned a new skill in 5 years. He has no savings. His income is fixed and small. He blames the government and his employer. He refuses to learn tech, sales, or investing because he has no time. Now ask yourself, what is the difference between John and a hamster on a wheel? Answer: nothing. John is running, but he's not going anywhere, because motion is not movement. The bitter truth: pain doesn't equal progress. So many people believe the more it hurts, the more it must be working. They say, I've suffered too much. God will remember me. My tears must mean something big is coming. No. Pain that doesn't teach you anything is just suffering. Struggle that doesn't build anything is just punishment. Effort without outcome is just wasted time. Hard work is a tool. It's not a trophy. Why people cling to struggle? They were raised in pain. They saw their parents struggle and confuse survival with success. They want sympathy. People who work hard but don't succeed often enjoy the pity. They say, at least I'm not lazy. But they're not strategic either. They fear change. It's easier to stay in a cycle you know than to start something new that may fail. They don't track results. They never ask, what is this effort producing? They just work endlessly, like robots. Signs you're working hard but stuck in mental poverty. You complain about being busy, but your income hasn't grown. You're always tired, but you haven't learned anything new in years. You've been doing the same job the same way for 10 plus years. You say one day it'll pay off, but you have no plan for how. You mock people who use the internet to earn more or automate. These are all symptoms of effort addiction with no strategy. How to escape the hard work trap. 1. Track results, not effort. Every week ask, what did I learn? What did I earn? What did I improve? If there's no growth, you're wasting time. 2. Ask, what is the smart way to do this? There's always a better way. More skill, better system, higher leverage. Example, instead of carrying buckets of water 5 miles, build a pipe. That's working smart. 3. Invest in high-value skills. Learn sales, marketing, digital tools, business, automation, communication. These are what multiply your work. 4. Create systems, not suffering. If your business dies when you rest, you don't have a business, you have slavery. Build systems that work without you. That's wealth thinking. 5. Stop romanticizing suffering. You are not more righteous because you struggle. You are not more real because you're always tired. If your struggle doesn't end in results, change the method. Final words. Work hard, YS, but work wisely. Nobody is saying to be lazy, but remember this. Hard work is the fuel. Wisdom is the steering wheel. Without direction, your fuel burns you. So don't just move, measure. Don't just sweat, strategize. Don't just push, pivot. You don't get paid for how hard you work. You get paid for the value you bring. So instead of asking, how hard am I working? Start asking, how hard am I working? Start asking, what am I building? What am I becoming? What am I producing? That's the mindset of wealth. Now you know, sweat is not success, and hustle without strategy is just motion without meaning. You can keep defending your suffering, or you can evolve. You can keep working like a machine, or you can think like a master builder. Stop being busy for nothing. Start being intentional with everything, because it's not how tired you are, it's how far you've moved. If this hit home, share this with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget, the next chapter is even deeper. We'll expose why fearing correction might be the silent killer of your breakthrough. Until then, work smart, grow daily, and stop worshipping struggle. You weren't born to suffer endlessly, you were born to succeed intentionally.